Part 1. Event left London. Time 1914. Description: with 29 men and 69 sled dogs and a cat. After a stop in Argentina, the ship crossed to South Georgia, an island about 800 miles from Antarctica. Number 2. Event ship frozen in ice. Time January 18, 1915. Description: in January 18, 1915, the crew left on the ship although they could go down on the ice and walk around. 3. Event started on the South Pole, 1,700 miles round trip. Time October 27, 1915. Description: when they ordered food, include the smaller boats of the ship and setup came on a large piece of floating ice. Number 4. Event traveled overland. Time April 9, 1916. Description: crew saw a land and it was an elephant island, which was about 100 miles. They put all their supplies in the boats and they get to Elephant Island. Number 5. Event 95 miles from South Pole. Time April 24, 1960. Description: the journey was terrible and they all almost died. The crew was on land, but there's no hope that they will be rescued and go to South Georgia after 17 days on stormy seas. They reached South Georgia. Part 2. Aladdin came from sailor family is false. But 2. The magician named Mustafa is false because Mustafa is Aladdin's father. Number 3. The genie came out from the cave is true. Number 4. The name of Aladdin's mother is Fatima is false. Number 5. There once lived a poor tailor who had a son called Aladdin, a careless, idle boy who would do nothing but play ball all day long in the street with little idle boys like himself. This so grieved the father that he died. Yet, in spite of his mother's tears and prayers, Aladdin did not mend his ways. One day, when he was playing in the street as usual, a stranger asked him his age and if he was not the son of Mustafa the tailor. Part 3. Once upon a time there was a three bears who lived together in a house off on in a wood. One of them was a little small wee bear, one was a middle-sized bear, and the other was a great huge bear. One day, after they had made porridge for their breakfast, they walked out into the wood while the porridge was cooling, and while they were walking, a little girl came into the house. This little girl had golden curls that tumbled down her back to her waist, and everyone called her Baby Goldilocks. Goldilocks went inside. First, she tasted the porridge of the great huge bear, and that was too hot for her. And then she tasted the porridge of the middle bear, and that was too cold for her. And then she went to the porridge of the little, small wee bear, and tasted, and that was neither too hot or too cold, but just right, and she liked it so well that she ate it all up. Then Goldilocks went upstairs into the bedchamber, and first she lay down upon the bed of the great huge bear, and then she lay down upon the bed of the middle bear, and finally she lay down upon the bed of the little small wee bear, and that was just right. So she covered herself up comfortably and lay there until she fell fast asleep. By this time, the three bears thought their porridge will be cool enough, so they came home to breakfast. Somebody has been at my porridge, said the great huge bear, in his great huge voice. Somebody has been at my porridge, said the middle bear in his middle voice. Then the little small wee bear looked at his, and it was a spoon in the porridge pot, but the porridge was all gone. Somebody has been at my porridge and has eaten it all up, said the little small wee bear in his little small wee voice. Then the three bears went upstairs into their bedroom. Somebody has been lying in my bed, said the great huge bear in his great rough, gruff voice. Somebody has been lying in my bed, said the middle bear in his middle voice. And when the little small wee bear came to look at his bed, upon the pillow there was a full of golden curls, and the angelic face of a little girl snoring away, fast asleep. Somebody has been lying in my bed, and here she is, said the little small wee bear in his little small wee voice. Goldilocks jumped off of the bed and ran downstairs, out of the door, and down the garden path. She ran and she ran until she reached the house of her grandmama. When she told her grandmama about the house of the three bears who lived in the wood, her granny said, my, what a wild imagination you have, child.